was loud. Alright, hello and welcome to our first podcast, the introduction podcast, with myself, Keegan, and...
Taj?
Did you forget your name?
I forgot the camera was rolling.
Alright, basically, today's just going to be an introduction to what our podcast is going to be about, sort of thing. We've wanted to do this for a while. We just never had the time to really start one, eh?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, who are you, Taj?
Well, I'm Taj. You said it right there.
Okay, do you want to introduce yourself to people?
What should I say?
Bro, just introduce yourself. It's not hard. It's like you're making friends.
I'm Taj.
Alright. What do you do, Taj?
I work.
Why do you have to make this so awkward?
You put me on the spot. I didn't prep myself.
You didn't read the notes that are right there in front of you on this screen. That's exactly what we're going to be saying. It's right here on the screen and he still can't do it.
So, who am I? I'm Taj. I'm at uni studying to be a teacher. Primary school. At work at the moment as well. Funding my ghetto car. What do we want to do? Oh no, you introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Keegan. Most of you probably know me if you have, because I'm going to be advertising this all over the place, and you're probably here to make fun of me again, just like you guys did to my YouTube channel in Year 9. I'd like to thank everyone for doing it, because it did make me realise how cringe that was. I'm going to be honest, at the time I was like, damn, everyone's bullying me. But now that I think about it, I would have bullied myself as well. But I'm Keegan, studying to be a primary school teacher as well with Taj. So this is definitely going to be very PG. We're not allowed to swear or any taboo topics. We've got to stray away from. We'd like to keep this as normal as possible.
We want to be able to keep this up when we get our jobs as teachers. And
still keep it up, yeah.
Say the principal searches up our name and this podcast comes up. We don't want him watching it just being like, what have I done? Why have I hired this guy? We want him to be like, oh yeah, these guys are pretty cool.
But basically, we both work at Woolworths as well. If no one knows what Woolworths is, if you're from a different country or you shop at Coles, it's just it's like a supermarket like Aldi or
Costco,
Tesco, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we work in there, so we got some funny stories we can share about working in there because you get some weird customers and it's always good fun to reminisce about them. Why did we start this podcast?
Well, to be 100% fair, we're bored.
We're bored, right? It's social isolation right now. This is the year coronavirus has occurred. So we're stuck in lockdown. We're pretty lucky over here in WA. Our cases are fairly low that we can actually come to each other's houses and do stuff like this. And still go to the shops, still do all that sort of stuff. So we're pretty lucky.
We're almost out of lockdown, aren't we?
Yeah, in that regard.
We're easing out.
So we thought we might as well just start this podcast. But yeah, so this is just the introduction and we want to do some cool stuff for this thing. Taj and I, like I said, we've been trying to plan this for a while because it's always something we wanted to do. We wanted to combine everything we like. So cars. We love cars. You'll probably be hearing us talk about quite a lot of stuff. We both have our own, actually. Do they work? Yeah, kinda.
They get you to and from places. Barely,
but that's what we like about them. What else do we do? We're both quite big in sport, I think. Very different sides of sport, however. So it's going to be a nice little bit of a juxtaposition there with that regard.
We both call it footy, but his is soccer.
Yeah.
And my footy is AFL.
AFL. And if any of you guys don't know what AFL is, it's the Australian football. So like American have the NFL, that egg ball or whatever you call it. They call it football as well. We have our own here. It's quite a tough sport. I will be 100% honest with you. I wouldn't last in a game with AFL if I'm honest. It's just like rugby. I'm too small, so I play soccer because it's considered a a weaker sport when in reality it really isn't. It's just as hard. But I don't think people understand that. But yeah, so we're both pretty sporty, so we're gonna have some topics on that to discuss about basketball. That's really it. That's the extent of our knowledge.
So we know basketball, we know AFL, we know soccer.
That's like the three main sports. You don't need
Yeah.
any more than that.
Nah. So how do we know each other? Well, we went to high school together. Around. Bleep that out. My bad, forgot. PG. So we're in high school together. We did ATAR together, which is like
It's like uni
there's-
entry.
yeah. There's
sort
the
of
normal subjects here. It's slightly above. It's not that far above. Was a little hard, but
Did we do well in our ATARs? No.
no, no.
We should have stuck to the normal stuff, but we are at university now, and we're doing a lot better, I'd say. I'm definitely getting a lot better marks than I was doing in ATAR, that's for sure. But I guess that's partly up to actually studying something you want to study.
Yep.
You can be surprised how much that actually has a difference on your actual motivation when it comes to stuff. Fun fact about ourselves. I am South African. It's not really a fun fact. I don't like to tell people that, mainly because I don't have a South African accent and I don't really have an Australian accent. I have a British accent. And you can ask my family, you can ask me, you can ask anyone. No one knows how I got it. It just happened. I think it's been hanging around too much private school British kids, and it's just kind of rubbed off on me.
Guess I should hit him with a fun fact as well.
Yeah.
I'm Australian.
Wow.
Just thought I'd put that out there.
That was pretty fun. That was a
So-
good fun fact.
What are our hobbies? Well, we've pretty much gone over them. So we both like cars, we both like sport, both wanted to start a podcast, so that's what we're doing now.
That's it. I used to have a YouTube channel, and like I said, I got bullied for it in high school. It was gaming stuff, so kind of cringe. Mainly just playing video games. So I like playing games. At the moment, I haven't been playing as much, mainly because I don't know, I've kind of strayed away from it. It gets boring after a while for me. I used to be able to sit there all night and play video games, and now it's like, I don't even want to turn on the console. I'd rather just sit on my phone.
Pretty much.
Yeah, social media has been quite addictive, and it's actually plays quite a big part, I guess, in everyone's life now.
So on the topic of YouTube, this is actually going to be our second YouTube channel that we've collaborated on. Want to break down the first channel for them?
So, yeah, I guess that's another one. We did have a YouTube channel before this, where we did like skits. I would say funny skits. They weren't funny as well.
Bear in mind, this was back when we were about 17.
Yeah, so puberty was at its peak. Voice cracking was there. Humor was very, very poor, I guess. There wasn't, something funny is just like saying boobs. That was funny to us at the time. But we've
What was our most popular video on that? My Strange Addictions.
Yeah, we made a parody about My Strange Addictions, right? That TV show where they film random people like with really strange addictions. Like you have people that will like eat bricks and stuff, and it's just how they go about their life. It's actually quite interesting if you want to watch it. It's so hard to watch though. It really is. It really just breaks you off inside. You cringe is out of the world. But so we decided we were going to
We
make
decided we'd knock it off, really.
Yeah,
and we're like, what is the strangest addiction you could possibly have that will get views? Because that was our goal with that channel. We just wanted views.
So we picked an addiction that everyone has, right? Not strange at all, very normal.
But talking about it publicly, very strange.
Yeah, so we picked an addiction about masturbation. That is, and it's very normal to any kids watching this. Look, you go through changes in life, and that becomes a thing. You just got to learn to be sensible, I guess, with it. But anyway, that's straight off topic. We made a video about that, and it got like
6,000
It got like, yeah, about 6,000 views, right? And we weren't expecting it to get any more than like 50, if I'm completely honest. We just kind of made it because we were bored again and we wanted to have fun. But on that YouTube channel, it's a funny story with this, right? There's some bad stuff on that channel. We needed to get rid of it, like as soon as we can for these teaching degrees, because I don't think anyone would like to watch that stuff, especially hire someone who's made.
We got to break down when we had the channel. So we made this channel probably end of year 10, start of year 11, and then we made 4 videos. Forgot about the channel after year 11. It's been
it's like 3 years.
3 years. Can't remember the email, can't remember the password, and these videos are still just getting views. And with our degree, we can't have anything on the internet that puts us in a bad way, really. We can't.
Yeah, we can't have anything like... Has anyone seen the Facebook influencer Frenchie? He was like a comedian, but he had a teaching degree as well, and basically he lost his teaching license for a video he had made a while back. So
we were scared of that. We were like, we have to get rid of these videos. So Keegan was spending night after night trying to figure out either the email or the password or just the backup email.
Or even the channel name. But like, we knew the channel name, right? But we didn't know the email it was associated with, and we could not remember the password. We had some ideas about what the password could be, but like we needed the email address. So this, I think it was about a year and a bit of constant, like every now and then just getting this certain motivation to just go and delete this channel. And when I mean motivated, I think I've put more effort into trying to delete this channel than I've done with anything in my whole life. Right? I've put less effort in assignments that probably would have projected my mark to like an insane level, but
we needed to get rid of this for our future careers.
It was an all or nothing thing, and it was about a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago.
About a week ago, I was laying in bed. It was about 12 o'clock at night. I couldn't go to sleep. And then all of a sudden, right, I've just got this thing on it came up in the back of my mind, the subconscious. It was like, your YouTube channel is still up. And, well, I was already struggling to sleep, and that made it even worse.
I just get a text at midnight. Wait, man, what is the backup email? What was your old number? What did we set this account up on? I didn't know. I just straight up messaged Keegan. I don't know. I can't remember anything. You were the one that set this channel up. I was just there, just making videos.
So we were like, I was asking him for phone numbers, old phone numbers, old email addresses. I was putting in my old phone number. Like, there's probably some people out there with the old numbers that are getting these random texts from Google saying, this is your backup email or whatever, and they know, but I don't. And it came up to one point, I think I clicked something and it made me, I had to guess the channel name, right? But the channel name for the original channel was completely different to the channel name we picked for the channel at the end, right? So we had we had no clue what to name the channel. Yeah, we just named it a random name, and we're like, we can think of something when we've come up with a video. We got the old name. That was like just a simple stab in the dark. That was that name. But we could not figure out the original name. So like I'm sitting here throwing in names after names, combinations I can think of, and eventually, by luck, I got it right. I just entered 2 random names, and it came through because I was like, I think I had these names in my head, but I didn't know which order they went in, and I've tried them a couple of times, but I think I was just doing it wrong. And all of a sudden it worked, and it told me the backup email, and thank God it was an email that I actually used. I was like so excited. I've never felt more happy in life than when I realised I could delete. I just remember getting a text. It was like 12:40 at night. Oi, I'm deleting these videos. We've got this. So yeah, it was quite a triumphant night. We were actually quite happy with ourselves. We still have the channel up, but the video is all private because like it's something we can show our friends maybe like in a couple of years or something quite funny. We don't want to delete them, but we also don't want to... We just don't want that under our name. We don't want to get rid of the videos completely, but like we don't want people to like, oh, let's search up these boys on the internet and that's what comes up because... Yeah. So we were quite lucky. So that's really just the topic for today was, have you done something that you've always wanted to like give it a go? Just like you want to try something, you've done it, but then a few years later you're like, Oh,
that was not the best thing for me to do.
but the only problem is you were struggling to find ways to like remove it. Maybe you had painted a wall in your house like fluoro orange when the rest of your house is like a green, and you're like, damn. I mean, at the time it was pretty good, but now it's like, oh, I got to get rid of that.
So you gotta
But
paint
you don't know
over
how
it?
to paint. Yeah, maybe like there's drills.
What do you mean they don't know how to paint? They painted that wall originally.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is they painted that wall, and because it's fluoro, they go to paint over it. You can still see through the paint.
That's true, and that's it. And you spend years trying to get rid of this paint, maybe sanding it. Now you've broken a bit of a brick in your house, and your walls collapse. That could easily have happened to someone, and it would
This
be
shows
nice.
our knowledge on houses.
It'd be nice to hear that other people have stuffed up more than we have, but we didn't. We got it in the end.
Yeah, we've got the videos off the internet for now. That's why we want to keep this podcast PG. I'm gonna have to bleep out earlier because that was a complete accident. Just straight over my mind, forgot about it. So yeah, that's why we're gonna keep this PG. That way we can keep it up and hope nothing bad goes wrong with it.
So we're coming to the end of this introduction podcast. It's not going to be too long, 15, 20 minutes, but we also wanted to talk about our future ones and what we want to do. There's some good stuff. We're thinking we'll definitely have people on, other people, give a different insight. The backdrop is going to change and it's going to be a lot less echoey next time. It's just, at the moment, this is the circumstances for today. But
this one's just a practice.
Just a
practice,
practice.
really.
Yeah. But we also, like I said, we want to do some cool stuff on this channel. So we want to do challenges. We want to, because it's going to be filmed. We can film the challenges throughout the week.
So this is going to go up on YouTube and Spotify, hopefully.
That's the goal. And it's, so you got just the audio if you want to listen to it and our stories and stuff. But you've also got the video if you're bored as well. But so like if you have any ideas on challenges or stuff you think we should talk about, we do have an Instagram account that we're going to be setting up that can help, that you can send messages through. We're going to have polls. It's also going to help decide the challenge winners and that sort of stuff. But we've got some pretty cool stuff lined up that we want to talk about, and hopefully the next couple podcasts will be nice. Hopefully they're not going to be too long. I don't think we're going to have...
I doubt they're going to go longer than an hour.
Oh, I was thinking longer than 30 minutes. But yeah, hopefully that. We're thinking of uploading this once every 2 weeks maybe. I think that's pretty good stuff. We're quite busy at the moment with uni and work, so to do it every 2 weeks and edit the videos and film it all will probably be enough.
We might be able to once a week during uni breaks, but
yeah,
just while we're at uni, probably bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. Anyways, yeah,
That's
thanks.
what it's called.
Thanks for listening to our introduction.
Look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yeah, that's it.